Good morning, people. Dragon back with you. Email Dragon Speaks for You. You already know, number 4 and the letter U, gmail.com. I'll be putting out some teasers on videos and make it easier to access them on YouTube also. They're on YouTube at Dragon Speaks for You. Listen, first of all, I want to talk to you. I want to say something to you. Group 7, Collective and Group 7 that are joining, and we're going to name this Awake Part 2. Awake Part 2. I want to say, I'm really proud of a lot of you guys. I'm getting the word that a lot of you are waking up to what we've been saying, things I've been saying also, and using the works of it, putting it to work. And, you're seeing the results, and we're seeing the results. A lot of that darkness is getting squashed out there, being thwarted. Thwarted means squashed. So, I just want to say, I'm proud of you guys. A lot of you are doing it, and there's results out there. I just want to make sure that you get recognition for it. Okay. You deserve it. You deserve recognition for it. If nobody else is going to give it to you, I'm giving it to you, and a lot of the collective and others in Group 7 are giving it to you. So let's keep it growing, and let's defeat these demons. Okay, we have to do it right now, folks. We don't have much time. This new election is coming up. There's a lot of crazy elections that have taken place already. Some of you are already aware of it. They're getting dark forces in there. They're getting their own people in there. And I mean, they've been doing it for years, but I'm just saying, right now is a very critical time that we need to do this. I want to give a shout out to Trump, because Trump is doing doing some crazy work. I don't see how that man does it. Well, I do. I know what's pushing him, and it's the Spirit. It's the Almighty, and it's the Spirit. And it's it's time to do it. And he don't care if he stands alone. Just like me, I don't care. I don't care if I stand alone or not, but I know I'm not alone. I've got my angels behind me. I've got my ancestors working with me. I've got my Almighty that's feeding me, the Spirit that feeds me, and so do you. So do you. And I've got all of you guys, even though we don't hang together, we are spiritually. Spiritually, we're hanging together. Now, for everyone else also, in the general public also, I want to say, look, there's a lot of you that don't know quite how to do this and how to elevate um, to a position in your frequencies and your vibrations, to where you start seeing things and come out of darkness. And a lot of you are getting attacked. I know you are. You're getting attacked, and you don't know where it's coming from. Some of you do, a lot of you don't, and you're just wondering. You're in confusion. That's what they're doing. That's what this thing is doing. That's what this whole force is doing. It's trying to keep you confused, so you don't wake up and you don't think clearly. Okay, and you can't. It closes your eyes. It closes your third eye. Uh, your spiritual eye, and it to where you can't see. You see, if that makes any sense, and you can't see with any clarity. It's kind of looking through a fog. Okay, but we talk about. You've heard us talk about, and you've heard me talk about jumping timelines. Okay, jumping timelines. You're actually coming out of the matrix. You understand? You're coming out of the matrix. This has been going on for too many years. Too many years, decades, and to make this happen. And it's a collective of their own. That this is been done from the higher echelons and down. But I'm telling you, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Okay, you got to speak your truth. If you see it, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do it. That's what they want to do. They want to keep you. They want to keep your mouth shut. They want to keep you closed to the things you see, even if it sounds funny to you. If I say it, they're going to think I'm weird. Well, they're going to think you're weird anyway. They don't care. Why? Why should you care what they think? Don't, And this is the they. Okay, why should you care what they think? Any of them, anybody. And I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your closest to you in your family. I don't care if it's strangers, friends, whatever. Don't be worrying about that. Okay, they've got their own time. Okay, to come about. All right, you can't. You know, God bless you, and I understand you can't bring anybody with you. You can suggest to them, but you can't actually do it for them. You want to save them, but you can't. Do it, but you can spiritually uh, manifest help for them. Okay, so that's what you want to do, and you want to pray. You want to pray on it. That's where your prayer should be, not so much internally, but for yourself, but outwardly for others. When you do that, you're going to be blessed with the things you need. Don't worry about it. Just wipe away the tears, okay, and the anguish. Get rid of the anguish and the fear, and start putting out vibes, good vibes, positive vibrations out for other people. And it's hard sometimes because some have done you wrong. I understand, but you have to do it. You do it, and things are going to come your way in a positive manner. So, into order to jump these timelines, a lot of you folks don't understand how to do it. You leave your old person behind. You actually die. You actually die, and many of you and many of us have died many times. Okay, and it's a spiritual death, and but that's where the phoenix comes from. You rise from the ashes, and you come back. Do you understand? You come back. All right, you raise in the spirit, and you come back as that phoenix, okay, out of the ashes, because a lot of you have been burned. Some of you are being burned right now, and you let it pile up on you. Just let it pile up, and when you let it bury you in those ashes, just burn it as quick as you can. Get it over with. Get it burnt. Okay, burn it down to the point where I got to break. When you surrender, people, listen to me. This is important. Okay. This is important. You really want to know, then you listen to me. When you surrender, completely surrender, okay? And I mean, let it go. Let it go. And it's tough. I understand it's tough. It's hard. It's been hard for me. It was hard for me. But this is the only way it's going to happen. Okay? Completely let it go. And because let me see, how can I put this? Okay, when you do this, when you surrender, there's going to be times that things filter back in. Okay, things filter back in. There's going to be stains, let's say, stains of these things that are going to come back in. So it's not like all these feelings and everything are going to disappear completely. Okay, it's going to take time, but you surrender. Your initial is surrender. Give it away. Give it to the Spirit. Give it to the Spirit. I'm telling you, even when you don't believe, it makes it tough. You have to convince yourself, because you have nothing to lose but all the pain and anguish and hell you're going through and dealing with mentally, physically, spiritually, okay, emotionally. Uh, I mean, man, that emotionally is tough, isn't it? Okay, I understand that. Don't think I haven't gone through it. I mean, I go through it to this day. I mean, things filter back in a little bit, and you got to fight it. You got to transmute it. You have to transmute it. I want to tell you how you do it. Okay, again, but I'm going to add to it. Okay, surrender completely. Say, you say, that's it. I insist that I will surrender. I'm giving it all away to the Spirit in your hands. I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it and putting it in your hands. Okay. It's all yours. It's not mine. It's bigger than I am. It's bigger than I am. Okay? Surrender it. I surrender all of it. All the emotional, the negatives, emotions, and the physicals, everything you're suffering with, people. Okay? The anxieties, the anguish, the hurts, the pains, the mental, give it away, because you get in this whirlwind. You're in this whirlwind in your mind, and it's affecting everything. Your body, some of you are getting sick, you know. That's these forces that are working on you. And trust me, it's all around you all the time. Okay? But you have to, trying to explain to you how to develop this shield, okay? This shield, you know, around you, so that it doesn't penetrate, okay? It goes mentally, and then it affects your emotions, and then from there it starts affecting spiritually, and then it starts affecting physically, you know. Some of you start getting different, you know, sores and stuff like that, and pains, aches and pains and things like that, you know. It's an attack. Okay? Look, for one thing, I'm going to say in Ephesians in the Bible, okay? I know, just stay with me here. Just in Ephesians in the Bible, it'll tell you, put on the whole armor of God. You guys, some of you that are interested, go read it. It's Ephesians 6, okay? Put on the whole armor of God. In there's certain things you have to put on as armor. They're all metaphoric, okay? Keep this in mind. But you got to look deep between the lines, okay? It says, put on the helmet. It's like dressing up a soldier, okay? Some of you that don't know, but it says, put on the helmet of salvation. That helmet is the focus on what and who you surrendered everything to. You understand? It's spiritual. So it's Christ, Jesus, the Spirit, however you want to say it, okay? Whatever you surrendered everything to, okay? Besides the dark side, okay? You put on the helmet of salvation. In other words, you stay focused on that surrender you did every day, okay? You have to keep it in mind, okay? And that is the helmet of salvation, because that way these things can't penetrate your mind. You understand? So back to the raising elevations. All right. When you make these decisions, that decision right there, just that one decision right there, is a transmuting of energy. You did it. You just did it. You just transmuted energy. It's that simple. Okay. Now, every decision you make in that positive path, do you understand? Every decision you make in that positive path, okay, in that positive spiritual path, elevates you, because you're transmuting your energy, and you begin to change timelines. You jump timelines. So they're deaths, they're spiritual deaths. You are jumping timelines. You're not that person anymore. Do you understand? All these attacks, they don't understand that. Important, people. This is important. Those, all it, the dark side, all these dark entities, and whoever it may be that they're using, it don't matter. It does not matter. Put it that way. Correct English. All right. It does not matter. Okay. Everything you have left it. Okay. Those decisions, you just jumped a timeline. That's how you jump a timeline. You're coming out of the matrix. Okay. You're coming out of the matrix. You're thinking out of the box. Out of the box. All right. Excuse me. You're thinking out of the box. Okay. Now you have to make these decisions. Okay, and just keep your mind on things. You know, your focus. Now you jump these timelines. You get to a point where your elevations, every one of those timelines. You know, every time you do that, in there you have all these frequencies, these changes of frequencies. Do you understand? Because there's decisions in each timeline. You understand? But you're raising frequency every time you do this. Okay? If that makes any sense to you. I should have had my board up, maybe an illustration to show you a little better, but I think most of you understand, once you do that, in that timeline, there's these decisions, and every decision elevates you within that timeline. Okay. So you get to the point where you raise another, and you're reinventing yourself. You're thinking out of the box. Okay. And you're reinventing yourself. Pretty soon you're at a high elevation. You start seeing things. You'll see it. You'll notice it. You'll notice it, and you'll start feeling better. You'll start feeling fulfilled. There's a hole in you that all of a sudden starts getting filled, and you start feeling it. You start feeling it, and you start seeing things, and your mind you start bringing this clarity. And some of you are going to say, man, this is strange. I'm thinking these weird things, and I'm seeing these weird things. I'm having these weird dreams. Okay. Some of you are already doing it. You're doing it because spiritually you're making the moves. Spiritually, you're making the moves. It doesn't seem like it in the physical because you haven't said it. You haven't actually done it. You think, but your spirit, in your spirit, you have. In other words, if you're in let me give you a scenario. If you're in a very toxic relationship, let's say, okay, and you're experiencing all this pain, okay, to you, all it seems to you in the carnal sense, in the flesh, all it seems to you is that you're suffering and you're hurting. You don't see you making any positive moves, really. You're just sitting there hurting, and you're crying, and you're in pain internally and mentally, okay? But your spirit is praying. Your spirit is screaming. Your spirit is screaming for help, and the spirit only goes to the source for help. Does that make sense? And it's doing the work for you without you even knowing it. Okay. And some of you come out all of a sudden the next day, you've got clarity. You've got this clear. Wait a minute. I can do this and I'll come out. Okay. But you're going to have battles because you're not staying focused. You don't have that helmet on. You're not staying focused. Okay. So it penetrates. So your doubt changes your mind. Oh, okay. I got it. I know how to get out. And then you start moving, and boy, you get attacked. Bam, bam, bam. You get attacked, and pretty soon you're going, oh, I better not, because of shame, because of guilt, because of this, because of that. No, let me think about it some more. See what I'm saying? And some of you are going through this. That's the reason why, is because you're not focused. You're not keeping your focus. You're letting these penetrate. If you keep that focus, they cannot penetrate. They're going to still come at you, but they can't penetrate. You understand? And you can move forward and make a step. They might be slow, but you'll make it. Some will be quick. Man, you'll go right through it. You'll say, you know what? Throw your hands up. That's it. I'm done. And do it. You understand? And get yourself a better life. You know where it's at. All of you know where it's at. So it's got you in confusion, many of you, to where you're going, but what am I going to do? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I move that way or I go that way. I'm not sure. How's it going to turn out? What am I going to do? Listen, trust in your spirit. Trust in your spirit, because your spirit is never, ever wrong. It's always leading you to the positive. Always leading you to the positive. Your spirit of the Almighty, okay? Don't let that spirit of darkness lead you, because that's what got you in what you're into now. You understand? Surrender. Once you surrender, you get rid of that. You get rid of that. You shut the door. Now listen, you're going to hear a lot of things from people, okay? And they're putting shame on you. Remember from way back, oh, shame, and they do this, shame, 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 and it'll get to you after a while. It'll get to you. If enough people are agreeing with themselves, each other, and throw it at you, you're going to believe it. Okay. Never, ever take shame that other people throw on you. You carry your own shame. Now, I want to tell you how to get rid of that. The reason you do, and it affects you, okay, is because you can't, it's coming from your heart. When you yourself are experiencing your shame, That's tough. It's tough. That outwardly shame that thrown on you, that's easy to get rid of, right? Okay. You can just say, you know what, I could care less. All right. But when it's coming from you, man, that's tough. And I understand it. Okay. I understand it. But I'm telling you how to get rid of it and the reason why it's happening. And it makes it tough because it's coming from your heart. You understand? And what you have to do is close that door. That door's open in your heart because you're a heart filled person. You're a loving person. You're a good, loving person. You understand? Deep down you are. I don't care what you've been doing out here, how dark you've been, you know, the nasty things you've been doing and everything else. I don't care. You weren't created that way. You were created as a being of the Almighty in perfection from the Spirit. Do you understand? In the Spirit. Close that door. Let that shine out. That's what it means to let your light shine so that it overcomes all that darkness. Do you understand? Close that door in your heart so that you're not attacking yourself because you're attacking yourself. It seems like it's coming from the outside, from this and that. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, if I go over there, what are they going to say? What are they going to think of me? You know, I've done too much wrong. Come on, people. Everybody. There's people that done way worse than you. Trust me, way worse than you that are flourishing now. Okay, because they did this very thing. That's what it means to do your shadow work. Okay. So you do this and surrender and shut that door and you say to yourself and speak it out loud, man. Speak it out loud. Some of you talk to yourselves anyway, going, I don't know what it's going on. I do it all the time. You know, I sound crazy. You know, I might sound crazy right now. It doesn't matter because I know where it's coming from. I know where it's coming from. It's a spirit and it's coming and it's feeding me. And I got this clarity and I've elevated to such a point that it blows my mind. You know, sometimes I wake up and I just jump up and, you know, the spirit will wake me up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning with a, I mean, like somebody's knocking at the door. And I heard it. I mean, it woke me out of a dream. It woke me straight up and I'll jump up. There's somebody at the door. I look at the clock and it's, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I get up because it was plain. It was plain. It wasn't like, maybe I was just something cracking in the wall or something, something outside. I heard a definite knock. Okay. I get up. I go to the door and I know by now I've raised a level to where I know it's the spirit waking me. Okay. So I'm looking around. What? I was awakened for a reason. I'm supposed to notice something. Okay. So I go to the door. I open it. I look outside. I look around. I try to feel everything. I feel, what is it? What is it? It could be a warning. It could be an observation. Could be many things. Okay. But I know it's spiritual. And I come back and it's, having a lot of times, sometimes it was nothing. Sometimes it's an actual something, if there was something, somebody having a problem outside or something, just, something that may need some help or something like that. But the times that it's not, I come back or I'll lay down and I look at the clock and then it tells me, no, I just want you to notice the time. For whatever reason, I don't know. I don't care. All I know is it's real and I have to notice that time. That's it. That's it. Down the road, I'll know why. Okay? Because it'll come to me. That right there is compounding your decision in your surrender. One decision. Do you understand? Does that make any sense to you? I hope it does. All of those. Because I'm staying focused. There was people that, in my life that say, because I look at things as, man, that's a sign. And, I kind of say it laughing, oh, that's a sign, and like I'm joking, but I'm serious, because I know a lot of people don't take that like that. So I kind of throw it out there as joking, but I'm being serious because there's many, many signs. And if you keep your eyes closed to it and you let people say, oh, no, you think everything's a sign, Yeah, I do. You know, I just got to figure out what it means. You know, there's a lot that pass you by, but then later you'll think back and go, you know what? Something showed me back there. I thought it was a joke. I didn't put it to mind. I didn't put it to heart. I'm telling you. So close those doors. Okay, there's a door open. If you're feeling that shame, not the shame, I want to repeat it again, not the shame other people are trying to put on you and they speak in your ear and tell you this and tell you that it's not going to work. You do this or that, you're going to look like a fool. You know, all this. You're looking like a fool anyway, listening to other people making your decisions by other people's opinions. You're looking like a fool anyway. Think about it. You have a sound mind. You have power and you have no fear. That's the spirit that was given to you, but you're not using it. Okay? You're listening to other people because you think they got better decisions. Look at their life. Look at what they're going through. They're dealing with karma just messing with you. Okay? Trying to show you something, you know? They might not show it, they're hiding it. But if you were sitting around at their house or this or that, there's things going on in their family you don't even know about. There's things going on in their head, in their heart, in their spirit. They're suffering with. They just smile. You know what I mean? And you're doing the same thing because they've got you inducted in this. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Surrender everything. Get off by yourself. Surrender everything. You say, that's it. I'm tired of it. Take this from me. It's your spirit. I want to come back. I want to come back to you. I want to come back to you because you were there. You were there. But you stepped away. That's okay. There's shame in it. Yes. Okay. Take the shame, give it away. Give it away and shut that door because that part is coming from you. It's not coming from outwardly, externally. It's coming from you. Shut that door. All of a sudden, you're going to feel it. You just jumped the timeline. And you're going to say, well, this, yeah, this is what it is. Because you're not going to see, you're not going to see that person. All that darkness, they're attacking and trying to play with the person you used to be a while ago before you jumped this timeline. It doesn't affect you. They're attacking something that doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't exist anymore. You're up here. You're in a different timeline. This is where you got to stay. Stay focused. Okay? Don't drop back down into that. Stay in this timeline. Do you understand? All this other stuff is negative, is happening on a different timeline. They're attacking an entity that's not there. It's a version of you. It's a version you used to be. You're not that anymore. You just jumped the timeline. Does that make sense? I want you guys to get this. There's a lot of you that are suffering out there. I mean, there's people close to you, right next to you. There's people, strangers. There's people, your friends. Once you get to a certain point, you can start putting this out. This is truth. And you start putting the truth out and you become one of the collective. Do you understand? And as you're working at it, you're already part of it. You're already part of it. I want to be part of it. I want to be part of it, but I'm not worthy. You think you're worthless. You think you're not good enough. Are you kidding me? It's gone that far where you think you're not good enough? That pisses me off, to tell you the truth. Anybody out there, you're beautiful people, creations of the Almighty, the source of the source. You're from the source. You're people of light. Get back to where you belong. Get back, Jojo. You know what I mean? Like the Beatles used to say. Okay? Get back to where you belong. You're beautiful people. Never say and never think you're not worth it. You're not worthy. Or somebody's too good for you. Or they're better than I am. I'm not good enough for them. You got to be kidding me. Especially if somebody has chosen you out of all them other people. It could have been anybody. You think this person is so whatever elevated, which is fine, but that you are not worthy, you're not good enough, but that person has chosen you. What does that say to you? Apparently you are. But you're listening to all this other coming at you. You know, you people are suffering with this, all this external opinion coming at you. Don't let it happen, people. I just showed you. I just told you how to do it. Okay. And the shame sticks within your heart. Because, like I said again, I want to repeat it. It's easy to throw all that other away. I don't care what they say. You can get mad and go, I could care less what they say. That's the easy part. But you walk off by yourself late at night, and you're sitting there, and you're feeling that depression. You're feeling that cloud. You're feeling that pressure on you, that weight. That's because it's coming from your own heart. You're attacking yourself. Shut that door. Surrender it. Throw it away, and shut that door. You know what? Pop your chest out and hold your chin up. Say, you know what? I'm worthy, and I'm just as good. And there's no way that I'm not worthy of being up there with all the rest to whatever level you think, because you're the same thing. You're very capable of being there. You keep your mind and focused on the fact that you are a creation of the light. You are a person of the light. The light is the light. Okay? If you dim out, you become less of the light. But you're still the light. All you got to do is turn it back up, brighten that light back up. But you got to stand behind it. That's how you do it. And you raise and step out of that timeline and jump into another timeline. Pretty soon you're elevated. I mean, it becomes very easy to do, and it becomes very easy to stay there. Okay? It's just in the beginning, it's a little difficult, and I understand that. It's a little difficult to stay because you're still down in a lower vibration, but you're not down here anymore. That's what you'll notice, and you'll start seeing, oh, no, you stay away from me. No, yeah, I hear you, but whatever. Take that with you and go on. You know, you'll be able, you're going to get stronger and stronger. I'm telling you. And your light's going to get brighter and brighter. And pretty soon, you're going to be where you were because you were there. A lot of you were there once upon a time, right? Not too long ago. It just seems like a long time. That's what the darkness does. You can't see forward because it's too dark. And it seems like you've been there forever. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope it does, people. I'm gonna keep this all short because I want this out quick. And I hope it touches some of you and it lit that light bulb, you know what I mean? Because I love you, man. I love you. I do. It's some of you are hard to love. I'm hard to love. I understand. But we got to love each other, man. We'll stand for each other. I'll stand for people. You know what? I stand for strangers in a heartbeat. I'll stand for you. If I see you in trouble, I don't even have to know you. I see you in trouble, I'm going to be there to help you. If I'm around, I'm going to be there to help you. That's just how it is when you're there, man. It's just how you are. You know, all of you have that. Just start feeding it, okay? There's some of you are some beautiful, beautiful people, man. And it's things have darkened you. And you're down to the point where you just, you want to give up everything, but you're not giving it up in the right way. You want to give up everything? Do it. Give up everything. Surrender it to the Spirit. Say, it's all yours here. Here you go. It's all yours. I don't want this no more, man. Okay? That's it. That's what you got to do. Okay? All right. I love you. We love you. You collective, keep going, man. I'm proud of you. I'm getting some good word, and we're doing some damage out there, man, to this dark side. Okay, in many aspects, many levels, and you guys keep it up and keep going. And send me some messages or something. I'd like to connect with you. You understand? You have a good day. I love you, folks. Keep it in practice. Remember, stay focused.